Hi everybody, here we are again in the kitchen. We have a real quick, complete meal for you today. And it's not going to take long. I'm going to be doing our pepperoni noodles. Amen, that's a dish that all the kids love. But this is a way to get them to eat their veggies. And it's real tasty. I'm going to start off with my chicken breast, which is about 3/4 of a pound diced chicken breast. And I'm putting it in my pan. The bottom is covered with oil. And I'm going to let it simmer, which is not going to take long because again it's sliced very thin. And it's our chicken breast, which doesn't take long to cook. I'm going to let it simmer down. I only coated it with a little salt and pepper, which was not very much because the other ingredients consist of quite a bit of salt. So I'm adding pepper to go with it. Okay, I'm adding my pepper to go with it. This is not a spice dish, man.
You guys, she's gonna say amen all the time because she's a church lady. So if you hear her say amen,
I guess this is my amen kitchen. I find myself saying amen. But this is going to take, it's not going to take too long to do this dish. If you would watch, most of my dishes are I try to do something that's very economic and very tasty, and that it doesn't take too long to do, and nice portions, because I'm quite used to cooking for I guess the less that I would be cooking for is 6 or 7 people at a time. I'm a foster mother. And I like to feed them real good and real tasty. So I'm putting my chicken in here. I'm going to add my season as my chicken symbol, which is consisting of celery, onions, and bell pepper. It all depends on how much veggie you want to put in. This is like a quarter of an onion, not much. A quarter of a bell pepper and 1 stalk of celery. And I'm going to let that simmer with the chicken, which is not going to take long to do. This is going to, and I didn't chop it, I didn't put it in the chopper. I just chopped it with my hand because sometimes the kids get picky and they want to pull out the celery, the season. So I give them the freedom sometime to pull out the season. So I'm going to let it cook for about a couple of minutes until it get limber. The season along with the chicken, and it's the breast of the chicken, which doesn't take no more than 5 minutes to simmer down and to thoroughly cook all the way through. I have my water in the back that's boiling for my noodles to put in. And my chicken again is just about done. I'll give my season another minute to go. And this is really, as I say, this is going to be a real quick dish. This is going to consist of the veggies, the starch, and the meat. And all you have to do is add a tossed salad to go with it. And it's going to be a real tasty dish. I try to get something that, with the working young mothers, that it's not going to take them too long in the kitchen. And then they're still going to bring out a real good meal for their family every once in a while. as I simmer it, it's getting a little juicy because the chicken is bringing out the juice. Okay, now I'm going to put in my carrots. You can use the carrots, or you could use cauliflower. I didn't add the cauliflower because my kids like broccoli, but they don't care too much for cauliflower. So I didn't want to mess up my dish with the cauliflower. So I'm putting the carrots in, which I had kind of pre-boiled them before to make them a little tender, so it won't take long. This is also a real pretty dish when it's completed. Very attractive. I can assure you that it tastes just as good as it looks. And I put the carrots in a little before I put my broccoli in. So my carrots is it takes just a little longer. But again, you don't want to overcook your carrots. You don't want to overcook them with the chicken broth out the refrigerator. Chicken broth out the refrigerator. So my carrots is cooking real good. My granddaughter can let you see this as it cooked, the texture of it. Look at it. Show them the texture of it, Tony. The carrots is real soft, getting real soft. You can see the beautiful texture of the chicken and the season. And the chicken is pretty much done. It is done completely. We don't want no half done chicken. And it's real tender. The chicken is. Okay, I'm gonna add my cauliflower. As I say, you can put the broccoli, you can put cabbage, carrots, any kind of seeds or veggies, and the amount of veggies that you want to go in it. You don't want the broccoli to overcook. So I'll put them in pretty much on the end. I'm going to add about a half a cup of chicken broth. And now I'm going to put my noodles in the boiling water. I use about 2.5 packages. You know, when they're cooking, they go a long ways. And again, we don't want our broccoli to overcook. We want it to kind of stay whole. Again, this is a veggie. Sometimes the kids want to pull it out. So we kind of give them the privilege. So we don't want it to be all over the dish. We want to kind of let it stay apart. And still not raw, but cooked enough. With the other season. You're going to end up adding with the 2.5 package of noodles. And yeah, I think you would probably end up adding about a cup of broth. or chicken broth, beef broth, vegetable broth. If you're a vegetarian and don't want to add the chicken, you don't have to add the chicken. You can add whatever meat that you want. There's an option. You can add the shrimps, you can add the chicken, or sausage, whatever meat you want to add to this. I kind of stick to the chicken. But again, you want to add a meat that really doesn't take long to get tender. Okay, now I'm going to add a tablespoon of sesame oil and a teaspoonful of oyster oil and 3/4 cup of soy sauce.
Soy sauce.
Okay. You can go according to the package, or you don't want them to be, and I think it's no more than about 5 minutes. So they're ready. I'm gonna cut them off, and I'm gonna strain them. Put them in my dish and pull the other substance on top of it. Now it's completed. You don't have to cook it anymore. Everything is completed. We've completed the dish in less than 15 minutes. Can you see it's our beautiful dish with quite a bit of chicken in it, quite a bit of veggies, and the noodles to go with it. Enjoy. Again, thank you for watching. Okay, if you like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe. This is a hobby that I've enjoyed doing for quite a bit of years. All right, enjoy. Thank you.